Hey everybody, this is Grace. And in this video, I just started thinking about this again. And it's what you learn from family members. Now this can be any family members, extended family, the people, or just the people, you know your nuclear family. I couldn't say that right. And your extended family, it could be the community you grew up in. Like you had a close community, your own little social circle from your youth. And then as you age, you kind of start developing your own thoughts. But if you run across them, and especially, really close, for a while, then it's like you start to change back to the way you used to think, like the collective used to think when you were growing up. Okay, now I don't really know if I would do that. I really don't. I have mentioned before that I've spent so much time away from people, from my own culture. I moved around a lot for a while. Went to, most often around people from Adam. He's from a different country, from his country, or other countries, other states. I live in Texas. I'm Texan, but I've mentioned this that I tend not to run across other Texans, people who are actually born and raised, and they have developed that culture as they're younger. But like I said, some people change as they grow older and they grow with the times. But also they just change because they start to develop their own mind, their own views, away from all of the rest. Okay. Now where I was going with this was going back to my little series of not my circus, not my monkeys, but one of the things that I realized, I don't know when, at what time, but since, like, to tell a little bit of the story, back in October is when Adam's sister came to visit, and she had never been to this country. She came from their country, and she's between my age and his, and he's been in this country 45 years, maybe, I don't remember, but she's never been here. So she has what people call the old country, kind of his old country mentality about things, and in that some of the things that women are half that as men, which, and a woman's place is, they have place, a woman's place attitude. But there's also a lot of attitude which I have asked when I was younger. I don't now. I think that's kind of rude, but when I was younger, I asked, is this their family kind of attitude, or is it more of a cultural, all-around thing? By one of his brothers, and his brother, one I knew that would give me like an honest answer. Like I said, I was younger. I wouldn't do it now, but he said, he said it's both. It's their family. But what it is really is, was about this arrogance, but also, it's the whole thing. As I learned later on, I found out other things. It's about cheapness, and I had learned that when I was some of it when I was 18, because of where I met Adam when we got married. We met and then married while we were working there, and the owner, I think he had his mother was from that country and his father was from a different one or whatever. But this guy was he was older, extremely cheap. I mean, he wouldn't even turn his blinker on in his car, because it would wear out the bulb, he would not. He told Adam was taking his car somewhere or something like that. And he said, don't put the blinker on because it wears out the bulb and I'd have to replace it. But that attitude I had seen, not every one of them, I'm not making a generalization that they're all like this. No, they're not all like that. But the ones that, the people who are bad usually tend to stick out, and that's the one, I tend to talk about. I know I need to start talking about the good people. But, one of the things is cheapness. And cheapness is not just about money. It's also about time with them. With the ones I'm talking about. When I say them, I don't mean that everybody from their culture. Gotta get that straight. But, those that do, their cheapness is about their time. They're not going to spend time on simple things, like everything from simple to big. Things can be as little as putting the, like the bread back in the bread box. I don't have a bread box, but or tying it back up, or closing it even. Like if they open a bag of anything, chips, say, they don't spend that time. That's their time. No, they're not going to close it. You would think, okay, they're going to, it's going to get old, it's going to get bad, they'll still eat it, eat anything. Okay, I can go on and on about that, and I probably will in this video, or maybe another one. But, yeah, Adam being around his family so much again, since October, and they just visited again recently, but not all of them, but one of them, Dennis and Winnie. Winnie isn't his family, it's Dennis is his brother. But Winnie is Dennis's girlfriend. Okay, these are older people. But one of the things that happened is, it's like, I don't even know if I'd say confirm or reaffirm, whatever, that belief, it pushes it back, back to the forefront, like, to be like them. And it's like, oh my goodness, all these years it took to, just for him to relax on it, being so cheap. Now he's like super cheap, with time, with anything, Oh my goodness, don't spend the money. Like right now, our refrigerator is going out, and I did a video, but I put it up on the wrong channel. Well, I put it up on the channel I wanted to, but then I decided I'm going to do things on this channel, and now I have another video that does show us looking at them, and refrigerators, 2 of them I had, but one of them's on the wrong channel. And at this point, as I said, I didn't do it on purpose. But anyway, and it's like I had made the ice maker is what's the problem right now. And the ice maker the ice tasted funny to me, and I actually let some melt, and then I put it in the dog's bowl of water, and it looked foggy, So yeah. Anyway, so he ordered a couple of filters for it, and it's been going out. This thing is 17 years old, this refrigerator. Okay, and it's a nice one, but yeah, 17 years old. It started going out, started freezing things like lettuce and cilantro, stuff that was in there. It would freeze it in the refrigerator, okay? And then the freezer, now more recent, the ice maker, like I said, and it would not stop making ice. Even turned off, it would keep making ice. So I would have to empty the ice tray out, the ice bucket. It's more of a bucket than a tray. I would have to take it and throw it out like every day, because it made ice so fast. Seriously, that thing makes ice fast. But anyway, he said, oh, we buy one, and we looked at some, and then I finally bought some ice trays. I tried buying ice in a bag, and that's no good. But yeah, some ice trays, and there's a good solution. Then he started saying, well, no, we should buy one. It's that cheapness that he's weaving in and out of what they do. Is they are cheap, man. Oh my goodness, pinch a penny till it bleeds. The ones I'm talking about, and his family. Oh my goodness, unbelievable. But yeah, okay, so anyway, yeah, that's the bad thing about when somebody has a family like that, and then they're around them again, they get away from, they develop their own little thoughts on how things should be. Like me, when I was with mine, I had different views. They called me the black sheep when I was thinking, or maybe even said thank you. Because some of their beliefs were like, oh my goodness, their ways, that everything. But you get away, or while you're there, you're already developing your own self, and you get away, but still part of it kind of touches you, you know what I'm saying? Then get back together around them. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I think that's enough for this video for now, or this topic for now. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye. Hey everybody, this is Grace. And in this video, I'm going to talk about something I was thinking about recently again. About what kind of beliefs do you have? Do any of us have that seems to be really different than other people? Okay, now that could be in a lot of things, but this one it's something of the more, I don't know, supernatural, paranormal. You know, I did that video recently about the hocus pocus stuff. All the hullabaloo about it. But, yeah, it made me think more, you know, it's not, of course, my first time to think about this, about what people believe in. In fact, I think it goes back to my childhood. But what do you know, if you want to share that, believe something about this kind of thing that other people look at you like, yeah, you know, you don't have to share if you don't want to, of course, but you know, people think it's strange, you know, just downright strange. Now, the reason I say this goes back to my childhood is because my dad was, you know, both my parents were Christian, but my mother didn't attend church so much. She had anxiety, and my dad, you know, he went to church, and he took us all too. And but my mother had different kinds of views on things, but she never really said it. She was more to hide it. Okay, while I'm on that, you know, back then, if you had different kinds of views, you hid them, you know. And if you were Christian, fine, nobody said anything. You said something about your belief, you know, your faith. Nobody really said anything. But if you didn't believe and you thought you believed in something else, oh, they said a lot. Now, over my lifetime, that's flipped. Okay? These days, it seems like if you say anything about your Christianity, your faith, even if it's not Christianity, but it's a faith that you believe in God, okay? Oh man, people get angry. You shouldn't say that. They treat you like you're stupid and you're this and that. Now, when I was young, it was the flip side of that. Like I said, I don't think it's right, you know, plain and simple, to do that to people, to say you're a superior being, you know better in either way. No, you're not. Plain and simple. You don't know for a fact. You know, I say this. I'm a scientist. I was a career student, earned my degrees and all that. But I still am Christian, and I don't believe that any side should tell the other, because you really don't know on either side, 100%. You don't know what's right. Not one person on this planet knows everything. You know, is not one human on this planet knows everything. I think I can leave it right there. Okay, but yeah, we can find plenty of people who believe that they are the only ones who know, period. But yeah, you know, so anyway, I've been thinking about this, about what kind of different beliefs. Now, me, I think I would say that most people would say these days that mine are kind of bland, you know, because I don't believe in, I don't care what other people believe. That's their right to believe whatever, as long as it doesn't hurt or harm anybody else. But I don't believe in, really, I don't believe in a lot of anything. A lot of people believe in, I don't even think I'll say what. But one of the things that's the reasons it's on my mind is because every once in a while I'll run across, you know, some shows like Ancient Aliens and anything about the, you know, Egypt and the pyramids and stuff like that. I like to watch about the pyramids. I like to see their theories about why the pyramids exist. Okay, that kind of, the wonders of the world. I like any kind of wonders, or I don't know, even know, yeah, but any of them that people try to figure out what caused it, you know, because anthropology was my minor until I added a second major and just made it, and then went to a university that didn't have anthropology. But I like to see what people think and how they think that other people thought back then. If that makes sense. Okay, and then to see what they think that they thought. Boy, I'm going to get confusing here. You know, like some of them, they had all these, what's the word? Hieroglyphics? It's right, I think that's it. Of all these, you know, like aliens and spacecraft and stuff like that. In so many different parts of the world, and, you know, around the same time that this part of the world had it, and then they didn't have cell phones and computers back then to get in touch with people from the other part of the globe. So, and it is interesting to see what was, you know, in different countries, different areas of the world, you know, the planet at that time, and how the people that were living there and what they just drew, you know. But you know, you think about it, you can't really use what we do now as an example of what they did then. Anyway, now I like that, and I don't really say, oh, I believe what they believed, that they believed was right. I mean, yeah, the people who are, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, what about you? I mean, do you watch stuff like that? Do you think about stuff like that? Or do you have just your own strange belief that you think other people actually tell you is strange? You don't think it's strange. You think you like the idea, and that's how you see it. If you want to leave a comment about it, leave one below. Don't anybody judge anybody else on what they believe and all that. Peaceful kind of thing. And anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would. I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.